I had a bad day, Marcia. Hey, listen, I need to tell you. I gotta tell you about Amanda.
Tell me
I gotta tell
all
you about
Amanda.
It.
Tell me all about
She's
it.
got appendicitis.
Oh no.
I found the appendicitis when I was in her bathroom. I'm sorry. That's how this happened.
Okay.
She's also been stabbed.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm having her baby.
That's not it, is it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Looks like
this is how I knew she had appendicitis. I analyzed it. It's like, you need to go straight to the hospital.
Oh, wowzers. Wowzers. Welcome to Good Mythical More, because we didn't give you enough already.
We didn't. Enough already. Is that the hat that fell off of my head?
It says I'm a mythical beast in it. Yeah, you can wear it.
Oh.
Sport it.
I don't have to wear it. I mean, I could. You know what? I actually, my
You
kids,
actually do have to wear it.
My kids got into a
let's get rid of
Fresh
this,
Prince of Bel-Air marathon last night. We got it on the Amazon, and Will Smith wore his hat like this in the first 3 episodes because that's what we watched.
He wore his hat like that, like constantly?
In the first 3 episodes.
That hat that's as part of the intro that's like got the colors on it?
Yeah, it was a different hat, but it was
like a leather hat?
It was like that sometimes, and it was like that sometimes.
Let me put this stuff over here. Yeah, I mean, this.
You can wear a mythical hat like this; it fits.
These facts that you presented, these dirty facts, are rocking my world a little bit. But you know, I'm a little OCPD, but it's more about organizational stuff and like orderly stuff than it is about cleanliness. But yeah, I mean, I use the knuckle on the ATM machine. When I go to, and you got a few more of these questions, right?
There's people
you look so smart right now.
There's people in the world right now, and from where we come from, wearing their hat just like this, covering up their eyebrows. I'm just being honest. I love them to death, but they're wearing their hat just like this.
So a snapback unibrow.
Yeah, right over the eyebrows.
And you can do that too.
Yeah.
When I go, you have a few more questions that you can ask me?
I gotta ask
you can school me on some stuff?
You know what, Link? One of the questions that you kept wanting, one of the answers that you kept wanting to give is the answer to this next question.
Oh.
There's more E. coli bacteria in the average blank than in your toilet after you flush it.
Sink machine. No. Kitchen sink.
Yeah, the kitchen sink. And on average, the toilet seat harbors 50 bacteria per square inch, including fecal bacteria such as E. coli and staph, whatever.
Here's what happens. People forget to wash their sink because you wash everything in your sink. Same with your bathtub. When you wash in it, you assume that it's clean when really it's getting dirty from all the stuff that you're cleaning in it. You gotta wash the stuff that's the cleaning mechanism.
Let me tell you about something that happened in my bathroom sink. There could be a lot of things, but the thing that I'm gonna talk about
I have to cough again, I'm sorry.
Oh, please. Please.
I got a tickle. I got a throat tickle.
My wife and I got into an argument over why our bathroom sink
stunk.
It stunk a little bit, was very slow. And she was like, it's because when you shave, and the sink goes down, your hair goes in the sink and it's getting caught in there. I was like, no. It may be contributing it to it. Whoa.
Ow. That didn't help. It hurt.
But I believe that it's from your hair, because you brush your hair and hair's falling out all the time. Every time I come to the sink, there's these long brown hairs in the sink, and they go down there.
Yeah.
They're creating the monster that's down there that I'm about to pull out, because I don't call a plumber, I do stuff myself. And so I disassembled the piping underneath
the trap,
the sink.
They call it the trap.
Well, I took the trap out, and it was the smell coming from the trap. And it was like sludge. It was like a clogged artery, like granddad's arteries. And it was like there was that much space. And
here's what happens. You'll pull a little bit of something, and then all of a sudden, this big thing will come out that's like hairbrain.
A monster, man. And of course you go to another place in the house to do it because you can't stay there in the sink because it'll just go through and land in the. I learned that the hard way the first time I ever did that.
Yeah. I take the sink out.
Like, let me wash this off. What was that noise?
Yeah.
Oh, I've disassembled this sink. So I took it into the kitchen.
You've done that too?
And I did at age 23 the first time I disassembled a sink.
Okay.
So, but then I took it out and then I
tasted it.
It was stinking so bad and I threw it in the trash. But then I went back and I'm like getting ready to put the sink back together, the trap back together, and I'm like looking at the part of the pipe that's going into the wall, and I'm like, man, that's Granddad's arteries too. Look at that.
Ooh.
That's just so I take that pipe out. Same thing, hair monster. Like it was like it could have been this long. It kept going and going and going. So I got to where the pipe goes into the wall, and it was still in there. And at this point, I'm reaching in there with my fingers, the longest finger I got, which is that one. I'll show it to you like that. Reaching in there, pulling the hair monster back. I don't know how far the hair monster goes, man. But I got it out for all that I could, and I put it all back together, and now it drains fine. But because once you get to the wall, the pipe gets bigger, and everything's okay. Anyway,
wow.
Found a hair monster.
Yeah, those are gross. I do those. I put on gloves before I do any of that stuff.
You do those too, man? You do hair monsters?
I've gotten hair monsters.
You put on gloves?
I put on gloves all the way up to here.
I should have thought about that.
Because I know what's lurking in that, and it is our wives' fault with them long hairs going down into the sinky sink.
This is not I only shave my neck, first of all, and I only do it like every 3 days.
When you go through a door that has a push, gosh, the tickle. Just give me like a full minute just to hack.
Full minute of hacking. Hey, you know what? You should put this hat on because somewhere in Harnett County right now, that same thing's happening too. Just put the hat on and go ahead and hack. Just go ahead and make it. There's a guy in the T-Mart right now who's in the corner. He just ordered like the 5-piece fried chicken.
You gonna eat that fried chicken?
And now he's coughing. Yeah.
It's gone. I feel better now.
Okay. I'll be that guy again.
Where are my glasses?
This guy does one eye. He closes one eye. It's like it's a patch. I just had surgery, man.
Actually, do you know?
I don't want to wear an eye patch.
Do you know why pirates wore eye patches?
Because they lost the eye.
No. So that I think this is a Mythbusters. When you go down into the galley, you pull up the eye patch, and that eye is immediately adjusted to the dark.
Wow. Seems like a large inconvenience for a little bit of thing.
Well, you don't want to run into something in the galley like an enemy or a sword. So anyway, question for you. If you're encountering a door that has one of those big metal rectangles on it that signifies to push to open it, there's no puller, it's just a push. How do you approach it?
I thought about this, and I always do it. When I exit a public restroom, I grab really high on the door because I know no one gets that high.
Yeah.
I go out of every door like here, and I'm like, there's like maybe one other really tall guy in the last month has touched this spot. So I'm just like, way above the thing.
That makes me feel better.
Way above the thing.
Okay, and I don't even do that for restrooms. I do that for every door where that presents itself. And what I'll do is, because I'm not as tall as you, I'll take the knuckle position, and then I will
punch the door like a superhero.
I will knuckle the door down below the rectangle, because that rectangle is like a target.
Where the kids touch.
Target where everybody touches.
That's where all the little snotty-nosed kids are touching.
Oh, where they can't reach.
Yeah, you got to go high, man.
Sometimes I go high, sometimes I go low.
It's a high fist bump. Definitely not low. I've seen Shepard walk out of a bathroom. No, sir. No, sir. I'm not touching anywhere he's touching.
Did you have another one? Another question for me?
Actually, we didn't make a question out of this, but I'm gonna give you something.
I'm gonna give you something.
The average toothbrush is home to more than 100 million bacteria.
Where's the blank?
I just gave it to you. I didn't give you.
In my bathroom.
That's the same amount of bacteria that you find in a square inch of a sponge or dishcloth.
In my bathroom, I have a cabinet that closes and it keeps all of my toothbrush and stuff in it.
That's very important. I watched this
You just don't want to have your toothbrush out on your sink in a room that's shared with a toilet.
Yeah, I watched this whole thing, and Mike Rowe did this thing on Discovery Channel, not Dirty Jobs, but like a spinoff thing that he especially did, where he was talking about how much bacteria was everywhere. and it like showed like a graphic, you know, because you can't see it, but when you flush the toilet, like all the stuff comes up out of the toilet and goes all around the bathroom and lands
like
on anything
cloud.
that's on the surface, and it was like, keep your toothbrush in something, because otherwise you're just putting dookie right back on your teeth.
Right, back in your teeth, like that's where it came from. Back where you came from.
Right.
Right on your teeth. Yeah, like I don't know if you've noticed it, I have a toothbrush in the restroom here, and it's in a plastic bag.
Good.
Oh yeah, I know, man.
I'm well acquainted with that bathroom.
I know.
I'm glad it's in a plastic bag.
It's in a plastic bag, and it's got a drawstring on the end of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not a zip?
It's not a zip, it's a drawstring.
Well, I think a zip is better than a drawstring.
It is, but that's all that was in there, and I was like, well, I'll just use that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Keep your toothbrush covered, man. Like, oh, that's Illuminati right there. Look at that.
In what way?
Just because it's like an eye coming through something. This is gonna be in style in a few years.